Notice not a word in the New York Times piece about the improprieties here. Not a word. It's just, oh, the Trump people and his allies. I mean, this will give them more fodder. That's the story? No concern whatsoever that senior levels of the FBI had sought to infiltrate the Trump campaign? I mean, I can't even believe these words are crossing my lips. Now, here's the funny part. There are websites that are mouthpieces. They're propagandists. They write for them, for the Democrats, like Mediaite and some others. I just read to you what the New York Times said. I just summarized for you right now what's in this document. Not me, I didn't create this, they did. It's like over 2 years ago, when we went through the reporting that took place, which indicated that there had been at least one FISA application, but nobody pointed it out, which indicated that there had been surveillance of the Trump team somehow, some way, which nobody put together. But it was there. They were lingering out there. Little story here, little story there. The word wiretap was in the headline of the New York Times piece. And I came under attack by pointing out what they reported. And for those of you who say, well, the New York Times has reported, the New York Times is not reporting this to get you news. The New York Times is reporting this to protect its sources. The New York Times is reporting this to protect the now discredited individuals at the top level of the FBI. The New York Times fundamentally is doing this to protect the Obama administration. Notice
that's the best one.
The words Obama administration are nowhere in this story. Notice the words Barack Obama are nowhere in this story. Notice the words Vice President Joe Biden, who was the number 2 in the Obama administration, are nowhere in this story. Notice how they build a propaganda cocoon around these men, around that administration, despite the fact that all of this took place in the Obama administration. All of this took place and ultimately would have resulted, and did, in the assistance of the Hillary Clinton campaign. All of it. And notice the Democrats in the House Judiciary Committee had no interest whatsoever. They are trying to destroy Bill Barr. Mainly to prevent this from having any resonance. They can discredit him, and anything that comes out of the Justice Department can be discredited. Oh, he's handpicked by Trump, like every other attorney general is handpicked by the President of the United States. That's how the Constitution works. And we have to hear this from phony journalists and Democrats who are political partisans. Well, that guy's handpicked. Well, what are you? But the facts are the facts. And this was leaked before the Inspector General report. It was leaked before the Barr investigation could really get going. And I hope the Republicans in Congress are listening right now, because the New York Times made a mistake. They just gave you a roadmap. I hope the Inspector General's office at the Department of Justice is listening too.